Hey guys, Crewman here, and welcome to what is hopefully a less depressing GPU video than the ones I've been putting out lately. As you guys all know, my power rate has gone to about 13 cents per kilowatt hour, and that basically kills every GPU in my farm, minus my 170HXs. We thought that with the zealous pump of over 60% in the last 7 days, that we had something to latch onto, and that didn't prove very profitable. But then I saw, we saw some other coins pump. We had seen a little bit of a Pyram pump. It was like 40% before the tanking this week. And I started looking at triple mining. And then we got news a few days ago that the entity struck. And what do I mean? I mean that we saw hash rate spikes on all of the last remaining viable core algorithm coins that you could GPU mine. So if you look at Carlson hash, you see we went from 56 terahash to 141 terahash, basically a 3x jump overnight. And then with Pyram, we went from 247 terahash to 717 terahash overnight. So basically a 3x pump. Now, obviously not anything near what it was at the peak when crypto prices were booming earlier this year. If the entity has cracked all the remaining coins that we could have mined for core algorithms, what does that mean to us GPU miners? Well, it basically means that we might have just lost half of the GPU to mine on. Now, as you guys know, I am a huge triple mining fan. You can see the videos, all the videos I've posted on it, all the guides I've done. I truly believe that you should be able to mine with all the parts of your GPU as long as you can properly cool it and you can handle, your environment can handle it, to maximize your purchase and get the most out of your GPUs. Because profits are really bad right now, and and they've been bad most of the year, and you've needed to do everything in your power to maximize that profit. When we lose the core algorithms, which it looks like we've lost thanks to the entity, we basically lose all of the 40 series. Essentially, they become worthless because the reason you bought them was for their value in core algorithms, and they're very average on memory. Then you lose one of the big advantages of the 30 series, is that it's decent on core. Now, it doesn't get hit quite as bad because it's still pretty good on memory. But then it got me thinking that if consumer grade GPUs are going to lose half of what makes them valuable, and if the entity can crack coins this fast, you're talking now, if it's an ASIC, you're talking earlier, less than a year. If it's an FPGA, which we don't know what it is, then you're still talking less than a year. But if these networks can get cracked so fast, then basically what happens is they're going to fork, and then they're going to get cracked again, and you're going to lose half of your GPU. One of the big advantages of GPU mining is you get a set amount of time before a coin gets cracked by an ASIC or an FPGA, where you can build a big yield. Well, if you're not going to get that set amount of time, the following is just my personal opinion. I think it could lead to less coins being made or developed, and I think you'll see a lot less options on core algorithms. And what that means is, it means that basically HBM memory GPUs might be the only way to go, and it might be time to say goodbye to your standard consumer grade GPUs for mining. And that's crazy to say, and I still can't wrap my head around the fact that I'm saying it, but I've done some farm planning today, and I'll release a video on it at a later date. I think I want to transition my farm to mostly 170HXs and maybe the occasional CMP 100 210. And I think I can swap two 3070s, which make up the bulk of my farm, to one 170HX. And if I can do that, then it very much makes sense for me to start doing that. And I already have. This week I sold 6 3070s, and I purchased 3 170HXs. So it's weird because it feels like we're almost going back to the days where memory algorithms were dominant. We had last few years, it seems like it was heavy core algorithms, and we thought that was the future. But times are changing, and I think it's important to figure out where we go from here. And as I've already said, I really feel that HBM GPUs are unfortunately the way to go, especially if you have a higher power rate like I do at 13 cents kilowatt hour. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of where I'm heading now that we've basically lost all core algorithms for GPUs. And I do want to say that I do plan on downsizing my GPU farm a little bit. Now, that's not to say I'm getting out of GPU mining at all. It's just more to say that, like, unlike, say, the larger crypto tubers like a Vosk or a Red Panda, I only have so many spots in my farm. I don't know if I'm quite ready to look into hosting yet, or if I want to. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with hosting. There are a lot of good hosting companies out there. I just don't know if it's for me. So essentially that leaves me with 6, maybe 7 30 amp 240 breakers to play with. I do want to diversify, which means I will be going a little bit more into ASICs. I will be trying to expand my CPU farm. So that just means that if I can improve on efficiency of GPUs, which I think is very, very important, by transitioning a lot of my 3070s into 170HXs, and like I said, maybe CMP 210s, I think that is the way that I'm gonna go. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope this gave you some ideas on where my head is. And like I said, I think that we might be watching the death of consumer grade GPUs. Knowing what in seeing the rumors that I've seen for, you know, Blackwell, I'm really not that excited about it. And I just think that the price is gonna be too much. And, you know, if and when the next bull market hits, you're going to wish you had cards like the 170HX. And at the current prices from the Alibaba site, link down below, and please mention that you got it from Cruitman. I get a tiny, barely worth it commission, but it's still better than nothing. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys plan to do with your GPU farm and what you think the future of GPU mining holds. Again, I think it's HBM2 GPUs with probably memory algorithms with the occasional core one dropped in here or there. All right, that's it for this one. Cruitman out.